It's Monday, March 30th, 2026, and we have multiple days of severe weather talked about. Let's get into it. Starting with the day, we have a marginal risk of severe weather right on the fringes of our area. Basically just southwestern Oklahoma, extreme southwestern. I'm not expecting that much action, but there is one storm I'm looking at. So let's get to the model for this. Now I'm noticing this storm that forms in Texas around 7 p.m. So around 8:30 p.m. it looks like it gets decently strong. Looks like it starts entering Oklahoma around the greater 10 p.m. And it could be severe. Once again, this is really your only storm to worry about. This is the RRFSA. So things aren't going to be exactly like this, I don't think. But we're going to have something similar to this. But then it should gradually fizzle out around 11 p.m. Hold on. Why are you... Okay. Storm should gradually fizzle out around 11 p.m. Just some rain showers as it goes into OKC. But it could rain pretty hard if you're in the greater southwestern Oklahoma area. Now, tomorrow is kind of when the storms are going to get way more into a bigger kind of population. We have a marginal risk of severe weather tomorrow that includes Woodward, Alva, Fairview, Enid, Sayre, going all the way down into Lawton and Altus. Now, we do have no tornado risk with this, but we do have a 5% risk of damaging winds that includes basically the same areas as the marginal risk, and same for the hail. So let's get into the models that we can see for this. Now I apologize that for some reason we can't see the RRFS or HRRR on this yet, so we're going to have to use it GFS, which means that these aren't going to look identical to what you're seeing right now, but they're going to be something similar. But tomorrow, the storm should form around the greatest 7 p.m.-ish time frame. And we're going to have a stronger storm that looks like to the north of Enid and Ponca City. And it's going to be kind of a broken up line. So then it's going to kind of move into the northeastern Oklahoma area and fizzle off. But definitely we could see some strong winds and maybe even some hail in the Bartlesville, Ponca City, Stillwater, going into Enid areas. Now we have another thing to talk about, so let's get to it. Now with Wednesday, we'll have an interesting situation. We do have a we do have a marginal risk of severe weather that includes Oklahoma City, Norman, Lawton, Enid, Stillwater, Tulsa, Bartlesville, Muskogee, going into Fort Smith. We're gonna have a kind of a squall line looking event according to the GFS, so let's get to it. So I think that storms are gonna form around 1 p.m. and they're gonna enter Oklahoma as a squall line, and they're gonna slam into Oklahoma City around 7 p.m. probably producing hail, damaging winds, and I wouldn't even rule out a tornado threat. But probably the main threat's gonna be hail and damaging winds, not tornadoes. But then it's gonna continue racing overnight, and then it looks like it's gonna hit Tulsa around the greater 10 p.m. ish, and apparently it's going to be going for quite a few hours. At 1 a.m. it should finally stop. But it's going to slam to Oklahoma City strong. I think that this is going to be our main tornado. Oh, sorry, not main tornado. Main severe weather threat that we can see right now, because this definitely looks interesting. Now, as we go into April 3rd, this has no severe weather threat to this yet. Well, nothing from the storm prediction sets yet, but let's just look at this, because on the GFS, it's showing that on your April 3rd, it's going to be a kind of squall line, just like what we just looked at on Wednesday, for our severe weather threat on Wednesday, but it's going to be kind of like that. We're going to have another squall line come through Oklahoma, around Enid. It's going to be hitting Enid around 7 p.m. and then it's going to slam into Oklahoma City and be broken. As it hits Oklahoma City, it should be more of a broken squall line around 10 p.m. And then other stuff will form behind it, causing some rain, and then another pop-up storm early the April 4th morning. So we're still really far out from this. We have no severe weather outlook out for this yet. But I just want to kind of look into that because things are going to change with that. But I just kind of want to look into that because we could see a severe weather probability for this in the future. Now, that is all the information I have for you today, but I do want to say that I will be making another video later today, so there's going to be 2 videos today, and then the video later is going to be about your Easter forecast, part 1, and then we're probably going to do one again tomorrow, just if something changes. We're going to do one tomorrow, but we're going to be doing kind of a Easter forecast probably today, and maybe next week before Easter. So, bye for now. I'll be making another video later.